First presidential nominee since 1976 to not release his tax returns. For many months, the Trump campaign has suggested that it will not release the returns because Mr. Trump is under audit. But this week, Donald Trump Jr. offered an entirely new explanation. Take a listen.
Because he's got a 12,000-page tax return that would create probably 300 million independent financial auditors out of every person in the country asking questions that are going to distract from his main message.
Let me also point out that you, sir, have released your tax returns when you ran for governor. So you are somebody who does believe in this transparency. Help me understand. Are Mr. Trump's tax returns not being released because Mr. Trump's under audit, or because, as Donald Trump Jr. says, the American people couldn't possibly understand them and there would be a whole bunch of twisting and misrepresentations?
Donald Trump has made it very clear to me, both privately and he's made it clear publicly, that it's the advice of his lawyers and his accountants not to release tax returns while he's under audit. That's the reason that he's told me since late February of this year, and he's been consistent in that position. And as far as my tax returns, listen, I've released them, I continue to release them, but I've never been under audit. And so I don't know what advice I would get from my lawyers or my accountants if I was. But Donald's following the advice of his lawyers and accountants, and I suspect that if the IRS completes their audit, that Donald will release his tax returns. That's what he's always told me. That's what he's told the American people, and I suspect that's exactly what he'll do.
He could release returns not under audit, anything from 2008 beforehand, but he will not.
Well, because the advice he's getting from his lawyers and his accountants are that he shouldn't release any of the tax returns until the IRS, which has shown itself, by the way, Jake, to be an aggressive and partisan agency in this administration, closes its audit and is not able to use the IRS as they've used the IRS against.
Before the audit, the 2008 and
Jake,
before.
I understand. Jake, I understand exactly what you're saying. His lawyers and accountants have advised him not to release any tax returns until the audit is closed. And given the partisan history of the IRS and the Obama administration to use the IRS as a weapon against conservative groups and conservative candidates, I don't blame the lawyers and accountants for saying it better safe than sorry when trusting the IRS. I tell you, I bet your listeners and your viewers out there don't trust the IRS as far as they could throw them. And so I don't blame Donald Trump's lawyers and accountants for telling him until the book is closed and the IRS can't go after you,